It's getting around that time for spooky season, and that means only one thing: scary games in Roblox. You guys are in for a treat today. Today, we're going to be bringing you guys some scary games that are found in Roblox. Some of these games are literally really terrifying. Like, I played a couple, and I literally almost peed my pants a couple times. So, guys, you are going to absolutely love today's video. Let's go ahead and hop right into this spooky-tacular video. What is going on, guys? JT here with the Roblox Village, coming at you with another video. Make sure before today's video loads up to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure to turn on our post notifications, as that does better your chances in winning our subscriber giveaway, where we shout out one lucky viewer who subscribes, comments down below saying they subscribed, and turns on our post bell notifications. I can't wait to bring y'all this video because, let's be honest, a lot of the games in Roblox are fun, but some are weird. But even more are scarier. You guys will come across a lot of these really creepy games where there is literally no hope. If you guys want to sleep tonight peacefully after you play these games, there's no shot in that happening. Guys, let's go ahead and get into today's featured video, the top 10 scary games in Roblox. First up on our list, we have Halloween Town. Have you guys ever seen that Disney movie, Halloween Town? Well, it's kind of similar, but it's pretty much a game within the game, if that makes sense. You log into Roblox, you go into Halloween Town, and it's pretty much a full town, dressed head to toe of Halloween people trying to scare you, that kind of thing. I think it's very interesting and very useful, honestly. And I think stuff like this in the game is good, ultimately. I think, you need your type of scary videos, that kind of stuff, and, scary games to keep you entertained. Nonetheless, I really enjoy this type of stuff, and I think it's a very good way to spend your time. Nonetheless, though, like I keep saying, nonetheless, this game will leave you scared crapless. You are literally going to be running to your mommy after you play it, because there is a haunted maze within this game that ultimately, if this was a real game in reality, this would lead one to wonder: who is the creator of this game, and are they on the bridge of insanity? I mean, whoever made this game is just a very demented person, very messed up in the head, and I honestly don't know why or what they were thinking when they made this game. You literally enter the maze, and then there's a bunch of curl dolls. Now, these dolls look menacingly, they look scary, but they don't really jump out at you until you're about to leave the room. They literally jump right in the computer screen, TV screen, whatever you're playing Roblox on, and it scares the living piss out of you. Next, you get into the Scarecrow Island. This is a remote island. You literally walk into a room, sand everywhere, and there's a single scarecrow under a palm tree, and it starts laughing at you. Its eyes grow and get menacingly red, and they start beaming their red little beamy eyes right at you, and they just I don't know how to explain it, man. This thing definitely traumatized me. And lastly, you get into the Witch's Lair. This is a scientist lab with witches operating on a half-dead mummy, and I don't understand that. A mummy should already be dead, but the mummy's still kind of moving around, and the witches ultimately scare you. They pop out at you from different angles, and that's the game right there. Yeah, so guys, if you're trying or planning on trying Halloween Town, definitely reconsider it. It's still a fun, entertaining game, though. Next, we have Friday the 13th Murder. This is based off, again, another scary show with Jason, that kind of guy, and it's Friday the 13th. So you have Freddy vs. Jason, or you just have Jason in reality, and Jason is in the game. You're pretty much walking through a cornfield out in an open remote barn area, and you're trying to keep your calm. You're trying not to get scared. It's very terrifying, and honestly, for me, I don't like this type of stuff, but Jason will pop out at you at random times. That's why this game is so dangerous and scary. He can literally pop out at you at the beginning, the middle, the end, towards the middle, towards the end. Doesn't matter. The game changes it up every time, so you're always going to be left off guard. And he can either pop out at you once a game or as many times, up to 10. It's going to get scary, and you guys are definitely going to want to have someone by you when playing this game. This Friday the 13th Murder also is based on a true story where someone actually in Roblox ended up getting off on Halloween night, going trick-or-treating with his friends, and he ended up venturing off from them into a spooky cornfield, and 3 days later police found his body eaten up by rats, and there was a note saying, "Don't let this ever happen again." So they never found the killer, but they had enough time to make a game out of it. I don't understand that concept, but I'm not going to question it. I think this is very scary, and this stuff is definitely real. If you play around with the wrong people, you'll definitely get involved in the wrong trouble, and you don't want that ever to happen. Lastly, we have Peekaboo. This is just a game where you go into an operating room and you have lights flashed at you. Now the lights will either appear with nobody in them, or they'll have a clown's face, and you have to play along with it. If you mimic the right patterns, you're free to go to the next room. But if you don't, your character ends up getting killed by the clowns, and you can't play the game until you hit a certain level. I think it's still very, very interesting these type of games are allowed on Roblox. I mean, I thought this was a PG friendly game, but there are still ways around this, and the graphics in this game are actually very scary, and it leads me to wonder, there's no way a kid ever, made this game. There's no way a kid with that amount of intelligence could ever make a game like that. I mean, that kid would have to be like literally Albert Einstein in the flesh. I mean, that game was perfectly made. Nonetheless, Peekaboo is probably the second scariest game on this list. I'd say Friday the 13th is the first, and then Halloween Town is the last scariest. But all three of these games share one thing in common. They are coming for you. So if you ever play these games, if you ever want to give them a try, just be very aware that these games will definitely scare you poopless, and they'll definitely make you pee your pants. Always make sure to have a friend around you when playing this game, or at least be on the mic or in a party, a Discord, a phone call, whatever the case may be. Just make sure to have help around you, because you never know what's going to come after you. Well guys, that is it for today's video. Man, that was a scary one, but we are getting in the spirit of things. Halloween is less than 26 days away, so I hope you guys are ready to go trick-or-treating. I can't wait. I love this time of the year. Guys, this is JT with the Roblox Village signing off, and as always, see you guys later.